What's happening? Nick from Hospitality here. Today we're going to be talking about things you can do that cost you absolutely no money that could end up resulting in you earning $10,000 to $15,000 more a year simply by doing these two things. So what are they? Number one, your resume. I can't tell you how many wonderful, great, talented people I worked with that have spent zero time on their resume. I'm talking 10, 15, maybe they spent 20 minutes. And it's just a poor representation of who they were. It didn't articulate their skill set. By reading it, there were not only punctuation and grammar mistakes, but I didn't get an understanding of what they were even capable of. So I automatically would have disqualified them, and I wouldn't have even hired them to work for me. But I know that's not who they are, and I know that's not who you are. So the best thing you can do is to spend 2 to 3 hours really developing a solid resume that is a fantastic reflection of you. Well, how do you do it? You got to remember that there are other people out there that you can find their templates, and just like any systems that are out there, people have perfected the resume system, and you need to find those resumes. How do you do it? Well, you can search on CRAIGSLIST and you can search on Indeed, but rather than search for jobs, you can actually search for their resumes. And you can type in industry-specific terms, so you can type in maintenance tech, chief engineer, director of engineering, building manager, whatever the specific term is for your actual role, and you'll pull up people that have resumes like that. Now, absolutely do not copy them. Look at their template and say, okay, well, I like this layout. I don't like that aspect. Oh yeah, I do that too. All right, you're going to pull up some golden nuggets in there that help you understand that you may have missed something on your own resume. Now, to take it a step further, if you were to search in Google or I don't know if people use Yahoo anymore, but if you were to search on a search engine and you type in resume award winners, there are actually competitions for people that win the best resumes. That is the template I have used for my own personal resume. I've gone on there and I've seen who's the number one, right? And they have all these different categories. So if you type in 2018 Best Resume Award, it's going to come up with the specific website that ranks them and reviews them. And here they have people that actually review and then score these resumes, and they're wonderful templates to follow because they're easy to read, they're ergonomic, you understand exactly what this person's capable of, and it highlights their skills in a manner and in a fashion that makes it easy to understand quickly. Because you have to remember, especially when people are on computers and they're searching, when the headhunters are looking at resumes, they're looking at hundreds of resumes a day. So they're going to need to be able to scan yours very quickly, and they're going to need to be able to pull out integral pieces of information, key information in your resume that really highlights your skill sets, who you are, and what you're capable of. And they're not going to spend 45 minutes reviewing your resume and speculating what you can and can't do. I bet if they spend more than 1 minute looking at your resume, they're going to decide within that 30 seconds whether or not this is somebody that's going to make it up the pipeline simply by looking for keywords. So ensuring that you have the right keywords is key. So again, to reiterate, first thing you need to do, spend 3 hours on your resume, revise it, find templates, look online, find other people that are industry professionals, use them as guides, right? It's like any system out there. Take it, refine it, tailor it to you. You're not going to be disappointed. It is going to be well worth the investment. The next 2 hours, what are you going to do with them? Well, practice interviewing, mock interviews. You have to simulate them. Just like you mock room calls and you do audits of your own department, you have to do the same thing. Get with your spouse, get with a friend, get with your mom, your dad, somebody, and say, look, I need you to ask me 50 interview questions. And you have to remember that people don't want you to ramble on, and they want you to be clear, concise, and articulate, and that you can convey the message. What people are looking for in the interview are, of course, your skill sets, but they're also looking to make sure you're a good culture fit. And don't give the candid answers. Be yourself, because at the end of the day, if you mask who you are and you end up getting a job and you have to wear that mask the entire time you're working for them, you're going to be miserable and it's not going to work out for the long run. So a great question that I always asked and always found it interesting that people would respond is, tell me about yourself. And of course, people want to give you the professional answers. I've been in the industry for 10 years. I'm a hard worker. I always get things done. I love to accomplish stuff. My biggest My biggest problem is that I work too hard. That's not what people want to hear, right? People want to know when they say, tell me about yourself. Hey, I've lived here for this many years. I have a family. I really enjoy fishing. I love working on mechanical cars in my spare time. These are my hobbies. And get a good grasp. I mean, just be genuine and authentic. Don't be too regimented and rigid in your answers, because it's going to sound rehearsed. But the best thing you can do, mock interview. There are so many great interview questions out there. So many people that have done mock interviews online. So find some of those videos, but definitely spend a minimum of 2 hours on it. And I promise you that combining the 3 hours of developing your resume, making it look extremely professional and easy to read, and something that has the keywords that represents who you are, combined with a well-practiced interview, and again, rehearsed in the sense that you can anticipate what the questions are going to be. You're not going to fumble for your words. You're going to be calm, collected, and it's going to come out very easily. That's what people are looking for, that you're confident, not sitting back and just like you haven't prepared for it, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't prepare for it, people know that you don't care for it that much. So those are my 2 tips. I have personally seen a dozen people or more do those 2 things. Sometimes I've helped them, sometimes it's just been on their own, and I've helped shepherd the process, but I can guarantee you that they were making more money than they were before, and it was tenfold worth their time. If they spent 5 hours of their time and they were making somewhere between $15 and $20 an hour, I can tell you that the return on that is going to be perpetual, and it's never going to end. So if you like these videos, as always, I appreciate your time. Please subscribe to the channel. It's something that I'm really looking to grow, because I want to help everyone in the facility management space get insights and information that's going to be beneficial to them, because I want you to be successful. I want you to grow. And if you like these videos, it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you. I appreciate it. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.